What up, YouTube Alex? Coming back at you with another custom StarCraft 2 cast spawning on the bottom right-hand side of the map. I've done some co-casts with him in the past. It's our orange Genetron player Sigmar, and spawning up on the top left-hand side of the map, it looks like he accidentally rolled a custom race. It's our purple Keiron player GGman. GGman saying, look, I'm playing some Mecha Larvas, but I don't even know the name of this race. So GGman jumping straight into the fire with this one, and I am all about it. If you guys are not familiar with these races in front of you, that's because these are custom StarCraft 2 races featured in the Custom Scion Races mod authored by Solstice. It's a super sick mod, and I highly recommend you guys check it out when you get the chance. And if you're new to my channel, I do cast a lot of custom StarCraft 2 content. So if custom StarCraft 2 is something you're interested in watching, please consider shooting me a subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Now back to the show. Sigmar being a gentleman saying, do you want to re-roll your race to something you've played before? But GGman saying, no, it's fine. Let's play this out. Let's see how this game goes. Sigmar trying to play that gentleman's game of StarCraft 2 because, you know, as we all know, StarCraft 2 is a gentleman's game. There is absolutely no rage involved with this game at all. But GGman, even though he has no idea what this race is or is even called, he's opening up pretty strong. He has 2 tier 1 structures on the way. He has 2 edifices. One's already finished. One is already done. These are the gateway equivalent for the Keiron race. And he's also throwing down an early expansion. I believe this guy is a master level player, or at the very least a former master level player. So even though he's never touched the Keiron before, he knows what he should be doing. He has some concept of what StarCraft 2 is, so he is ahead of the game already. But it looks like Sigmar may destroy this converter right here, and he does. This Volt trying so hard to save it, but just a little bit too late, and now this expansion is in limbo. But Sigmar may corner his ACR, and he does. This Volt going for the vengeance kill and taking out that worker that killed one of his buddies. So far in this game at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it's 1 worker to 1 worker. GGman reacting pretty well to this, not letting this building be stuck for too long. Even though it looks like these are warping in, they do not warp in. Like the Terran, the Keiron have to consistently build their structures. The only difference is they can do it from a distance, which is pretty cool. It's not something you see in other StarCraft 2 races, so pretty sick if you ask me. We do have the Spitfire right here trying to do some scouting or damage. There was a little bit of attempted micro on this Vault right here, but GGman not pulling it far enough, and it jumped right back into the fray. Sigmar saying nice micro. Now with Sigmar, he has some S tier banter, so I never know if he's actually trolling or being serious. Either way, it's wholesome. GGman saying I failed in the end with a sad face, and Sigmar saying good attempt anyway. So I think that's some wholesome conversation. At the very least, if it is banter, it is wholesome, which I would expect nothing less from Sigmar. And we have what is going to be a little army coming down towards the Genetron side of the map. We have what is going to be, I think this is, there's got to be more. No, so it looks like there's only 2 Spitfires right now. So I think this might be enough to take out the Spitfires. The thing is, the Volts are a bit squishy, and there's one challenge for playing a race that you've never played before is you don't necessarily know how your composition is going to go up against another race because you've never played it before. So even though this composition looks relatively strong for the earlier game, Volts are really, really squishy, and this also gave some time for Sigmar to react, trying to destroy that processor and losing the entirety of his army right there. We do have the Hornet, which is an anti-ground unit. This thing is basically an uncloaked Banshee, if I am not mistaken. Sigmar throwing out some repairs as well with his ACR. So that wasn't necessarily the best engagement for GGman, but we have to give him credit where credit is due. He's never played the Keiron race before, and he's also throwing down a 3rd expansion, so he's going to be ahead in bases to Sigmar. Taking a look at the units right here, we have 37 workers to 34, so that is actually in favor of our orange Genetron player. Taking a look at the army supply, it is also 19 army supply to 12. So this is not necessarily super in favor of Sigmar, but this is a slight lead for Sigmar in army supply, but nothing that I would say GGman has to worry about so far. He is going a bit Volt heavy, and the issue with Volts, I said it already, is they're a bit squishy. So they may be easy to build, they may be relatively cheap to build, and they shoot up and down, but they are made of paper, man. So that is something to consider. We do have the Citadel in jeopardy to what is going to be three Spitfires. This thing may actually go down. It doesn't look like GGman necessarily wants to engage this, but at the same time, this is 400 minerals that GGman will lose effectively for free if he doesn't take out any of these units. And I think, oh, I was going to say it's going to be close, but no, it's not close. Losing that Citadel, but Sigmar will likely lose all of his Spitfires right here. GGman, come on, chase them down, chase them down. You know they're right there. They have nowhere to run. You only took out one Spitfire. No, where are you going? Oh, no. He must have been looking somewhere else on the map and just assumed that he was able to take out those Spitfires. So these Spitfires somehow able to escape death, man. Oh, no. This may bite Sigmar, GGman in the butt. If he finds himself out of position, Sigmar could run to the mineral line and do some serious harassment with these Spitfires right here. They have great DPS and they're really fast. For a tier 1 unit, they remind me of the Marine. I know there's a lot of memes about the Marine being such a strong tier 1 unit. They're the only tier 1 unit that shoots up and down, so I'm going to die on this hill. I think Marines are an S tier unit. They're absolutely an S tier unit, and I think it's the same with Spitfires, but this Spitfire may actually go down. It is running for its life, and no, it does go down, I think, at the hands of the Subjector. So, Sigmar not doing the harassment that I almost expected him to do, but nonetheless, able to get some scouting information and also get some information about the location of this army for GGman. At the same time, he may be able to take out this base, or at the very least deny its building, but this is actually a pretty good engagement for GGman for having never played the Keiron race. He's doing a good job, and actually I think coming out ahead in this engagement right here. Taking a look at the resources lost, it's virtually even, just a 700 resource deficit for GGman. So Sigmar coming out just a little bit ahead in this game so far, but at the same time, GGman, I have to give you some serious credit for having never played the Keiron race, or not even knowing what this race is called. I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed, man. I'd be like, yeah, he's playing StarCraft 2. He's playing the Custom Scion Races mod, another game that he's totally played before. And it does look like this Spitfire with the 4 kills able to deny this third base right here, and GGman saying, you know what, screw that, we're not gonna do that base. We're gonna build this base right here on the right hand side of my side of the map. He didn't even bother destroying this Spitfire. He's just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna build this somewhere else. And we have what is going to be a 4th base, I believe, coming down for Sigmar. Taking a look at the worker supply, it's 53 workers to 58 in favor of Sigmar, just ever so slightly. And we have a double, oh, well, not anymore. I was going to say a double army supply lead for Sigmar, but just as I said that, we had a warping of purple Keiron units. So this game really is still anybody's game. Taking a look at the resources lost, 1,000 resource lost deficit for our purple Keiron player, but this is still very much anybody's game. Normally, I can kind of tell who's maybe going to win, but right now, I think we're going into the macro game. This may go to the late game if things keep staying the way that they are. 4th base, just over halfway done. We also have what is going to be a node. This is basically a supply depot for the Genetron, and it is likely to be spotting these rocks right here. So he's got some good map vision on his side of the map, wants to make sure that his 4th base is well enough protected. I was going to suggest that Sigmar, I keep saying Sigmar, that GGman should do the same, but these rocks are already destroyed, so this will be kind of a double-edged sword. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. We have bombs from the Genetron, able to take out, I actually don't know how many workers. I don't know how many workers went out in that engagement, but we have what is going to be 13 workers killed so far this game. These Jupiters doing some serious damage, and the bomb also leaves fire. That does damage over time, which is ridiculous. I believe it's a C4 or something like that. Oh man, Sigmar interrupting me. I forgot what I was talking about, but oh man, how many workers just died? Now we're at 17 workers total killed. We have more bombs. Oh, falling all over the map. Sigmar, this is ridiculous. We also have a misclick right here on this, what are these called? The formulators, the gas mining structure for the Keiron. That was a misclick by GGman as well. And finally, the Jupiter's going down, but after taking out so many workers, I want to say at least 10 or 15 workers in that entire engagement. I don't think this many workers went down in the earlier game. Absolutely not. So taking a look at the worker supply, it's now a 10 worker supply lead in favor of Sigmar. But what I was saying like a minute ago was destroying these rocks may be like a double-edged sword, because it's going to be easier to run around your side of the map, but it's also going to be much easier for Sigmar to do some harassment. And we have what is going to be a relatively big engagement in the middle of the map. These Jupiters doing some serious damage. Taking a look at the kills on these Jupiters, actually 0 kills on these Jupiters, and I think, do they cloak? Did I just see this Jupiter cloak? Man, I don't go against Jupiters enough. Okay, so when they do the bomb maneuver, they're cloaked in the middle of that animation. That is absolutely outrageous, because once you actuate that ability, there's nothing you can do but run away unless you have detection. That's absolutely crazy. 2 kills on this Jupiter. Taking a look at the workers killed so far in this game, 23 workers killed by Sigmar and 7 by GGman. But GGman with the Paragon, this is the capital ship of the Keiron. So this is a really strong ship. It has a really big AoE ability. All things considered, man, I gotta say, GG, man, I know you're going up against some shenanigans with those Jupiters, with those bombs in your mineral lines, but for having never played this race before, I already said it in this cast, I am thoroughly impressed, man. Just make sure you keep these Paragons alive, because they are super, super expensive. The unfortunate thing is, these Blitzers are a very fast unit, and they shoot up and down. One Paragon does go down. The second Paragon just about halfway dead, losing those shields, but still has virtually full HP. Was that a Jupiter? Oh man, what a satisfying kill. I gotta say, 2 kills on this Paragon, 3 kills on this Paragon. This Paragon is fresh with 0 kills. At the same time, we have so much fire on the Keiron side of the map. How many workers went down? Now 31. The worker count is going up for Sigmar. He is destroying these workers left and right. He's got fire. He's got fire literally all over the purple side of the map. We also have what is going to be a 4th base coming down in a relatively sneaky position for GGman. GGman is trying to stay in this game. The thing is, with these Paragons, he may be able to, because these things, once you get the critical mass, are absolutely ridiculous. We have what is more fire in the mineral line right here. We have 1 worker mining, and it actually may go down, but no, it does survive. 34 workers killed so far in this game by Sigmar, and we have a huge orange army right here in the middle of the map. May actually do some serious damage if he catches GGman out of position. GGman, how much army supply do you have? 56 army supply to 120 army supply. This is not an army you want to engage in at this point in the game. What I would do is base race and hope for the best, to be honest. But no, and this is exactly what I was talking about with that double-edged sword. He just opened the door for Sigmar to come in to this 3rd base and destroy it. These Paragons honestly doing a lot of damage for being way outnumbered. Army supply is now down to 90 for Sigmar, but only down to 20 for GGman. GGman throwing out the GG, giving the victory to Sigmar. Crazy cool Custom Scion Races cast. I cannot believe GGman has never played the Keiron race. After what we saw, he did a great job, and it was a super fun game to cast. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, please consider shooting me a like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want me to cast any of your own games, I will leave my email and Discord in the description below. And I'll see you guys on the next one.